Today I'm going to share with you my summer 2026 bucket list. This was fun to make. This was actually my husband's idea, and I was like, I do have so many lists. I was looking at my planner already, so you know my 26 and 26 list. I also have variations of a fitness list. I'm trying to figure out how to get in a consistent habit with that. I'm doing my financial Fridays where I'm trying to spend every Friday making a decision or an action to be better financially, whether it's moving a retirement account or investing in something or donating somewhere. Working on that. I have to-do lists, ta-da lists. I love that, by the way, is like your to-do, you have to-do, but ta-da, you did it. So many lists are in this planner, but this is my summer bucket list. I think that a bucket list for summer should be all fun things. I started looking at this and brainstorming, and I was like, and I'm like, no, I don't think that should be on the list for me personally, or it should be the majority of a list of like chores. It should be, I feel like a bucket list is not a to-do list. It's more adventure, it's more fun. So anyway, I had that thought in mind when I created this, rather than organize the garage, clean the pantry, clean out the fridge, deal with there's a million things you have to deal with, but summer is fun. Now for me, I actually do not really like summer here at this current phase of my life, because summer when I lived further north was like, ooh, it's summer. Summer here in Florida is the worst thing ever, honestly. I'm a pretty positive person. I just hate summer in Florida. It gets to be, I don't know, 100, 110, 112. You get in your car and the real feel, like your car says 100, and I think I have a picture from last year. I'm gonna find it. I think my car's at 109. And you just feel like you can't even walk outside without it being so rough. So when I made this list, I also brainstormed by looking at other people's lists, and there are certain things that regionally we can't do here. We cannot light a bonfire. I don't want to attend a bonfire here in Florida in the summer, even in the dark, too hot. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. I am really excited to share my bucket list with you. I tried to pick fun things. I tried to pick easy things. If you make a list, please tell me what's on it. The other question that I have that I would love to hear in the comments, if you have a thought about this, what was your best summer? Like what age range, phase of life? I feel like teenage summers are so fun, so nostalgic. When I got on Google, I just Googled summer bucket list. Everything was made by a teenage girl, these summer bucket lists, and I went down memory lane. I will also just take a little detour for a moment this is my hot take. I feel like people think that they're maybe like upset about aging, when actually really people are upset about the passage of time. That is how I feel. I'm getting older, I look older, that is all fine. But when I was looking at these bucket lists, there was this really cutesy one that says like summer 2018. I'm like, oh my God, summer 2018, 3 years ago. It was 8 years ago. Like, that's so crazy to me. So anyway, I'm really nostalgic looking back on all of these like 17-year-old girl summer bucket lists. That is not the group of people that watch this YouTube channel, but if a 17 or an 18-year-old girl comes to this channel, just like soak it in, because those summers are just, it's fun when you get to be a young adult because you're adult enough to make your adult decisions, but you are still young enough that you don't have maybe the stress or the responsibilities of some of the things that might happen when you're closer to 40. Anyway, I've been talking way too long, so let me just tell you what is on my summer bucket list. Here we go. Number 1, ice cream at Disney Springs. We live near Disney. I love Disney. We go to Disney a lot in the winter. We barely go in the summer because it is just so brutal. We tell people that if they want to visit us, we will take them to Disney between November and March. After that, April maybe, but once you're beyond it, we will be like, come to the pool with us or hang out with us, but it's too much. But anyway, there is this place at Disney Springs. I call it new. They opened like 3 years ago, and I've just never gotten ice cream there. So that is on the list. Thing number 2 on the list is bowling. I think my 6-year-old would love to go bowling. It is something we've talked about doing as a family, and there's no reason, we've just never done it. So that is going to be on the list as well. That's a good indoor activity. Next is an end of school year character meal. Like I said, we go to Disney a lot, and that's a nice indoor one as well. And she will like to celebrate ending her school year and getting ready for the next grade. So very excited about that. Another good indoor one is a movie theater. That's just like such a basic one, but we don't go to the movies that often. So that will be fun. That is on the list. Also on the list is the beach, a day trip to the beach. I have mixed feelings about this. The beach this time of year, February, March, April, nice. July, it's so hot, so we need to squeeze that into the early part of the summer. So I think I'm gonna try maybe like late May. We'll see if we can squeeze a beach trip in there. Next, these are some family ones that I think are so fun and so silly. A secret handshake. We're gonna see how that goes, but I think that that could be really fun. Another one is a new card game. My husband just traveled and saw some friends and they have kids and they have this like silly card game, and we are loving new games and we haven't tried that one yet. So that is on the list. Next is watch a classic summer movie. Last summer, I am in my late 30s. It was the first time I ever saw Jaws. And I was like, I really loved it. It was so fun. So I would love to do that. And I'm wondering if that doesn't have to be a family one. So if you have any recommendations for like quintessential classic summer movies, please let me know because I am looking for a few. Last year we did a road trip. It was the best road trip ever. It was so fun. We're doing that again. Similar itinerary, not exact. So really excited. We're going to drive from Florida to Maryland, stop along the way. It's just nice to see mountains and things that aren't so flat. So really looking forward to that. Next up is plant something. What am I gonna plant? I don't know. The frost, we had a frost in Florida. We had some real feel single digit days about a month and a half ago. It was in the teens and 20s and a lot of our plants died. There's like brown palm trees everywhere. It looks so crazy. Just like driving around our neighborhood, there's like dead plants, palm trees. And in the 11 years I've lived in Florida, I've never seen it get this cold. So yeah, I wanna plant something, we'll see. Okay, next up is create a family logo or a crest. I have seen people do this and they seem super fun and super silly, so I want to see what we come up with. I kind of want me to draw one, my husband to make one, and my daughter to make one, and to see like what it looks like if we put it all together. So yes. Next up is friendship bracelets. I'm going to be 90 years old and still making friendship bracelets. I think I've made them my whole life and they're so fun. I like the little string ones. I like the bead ones. I don't care if they match. I don't care if they're clunky. We are going to do that. And we have a lot of beads, but you can get beads so cheap. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to audition for the holiday choir that I sing in. If I make it, it will be my 4th year. And if not, well, at least I went for it. But that is something that happens in July usually. So that happens in the summer, and it's funny to be singing Christmas music in, like I said, 110-degree weather, but very fun. I want to do a day trip where, I don't know, we did just go to Legoland, and we lived in Florida, like I said, 11 years. We've never been to Legoland. That was so fun. So I'd like to do another day trip somewhere. And speaking of that, I'd also like to do one new activity or go to a new place, something that we've never done. I think about the springs and the manatees. We've never done that. There's a couple just tourist locations, things we haven't done. So that is on the list as well. And then lastly, I want to do a date night for me and my husband. And then I want him to go out on a date with my daughter and for me and my daughter to go out on a date and to do, again, something new. So that is my summer 2026 bucket list. I really tried to pick stuff that I thought would be fun and wasn't going to stress me out. I saw things that people made family bucket lists and they are going to be great for those families. But for example, I have no desire to make homemade ice cream. That just sounds miserable for me, but that might be amazing for somebody else. So I think that the summer bucket list is just about what is fun, what is gonna make you, when late August, September rolls around, be like, oh my gosh, that was such a fun summer and we had so many good memories. That is what I think you should put on your bucket list. So anyway, thank you for listening. Like I said, what I needed, another list in my planner, right? Here it is. But I'm excited about this. It was fun to make. So if you have recommendations for things that I could add, I have like the teeniest, tiniest, a little bit of space left here. You know what? I'm looking at this. I realized I forgot my last one. I didn't say my last one. Buy a whimsical sundress. I dress like this every day. I wear leggings or bike shorts and a t-shirt or a tank top. That's it. That's all I wear. Sometimes if I'm being really fancy, I will wear a muted colored sweatshirt, and that's fine. That's just how I dress. But I'm like, what if I wore something that was a little whimsical, like a top with a little bit of lace or something with color, or a sundress? You might be wondering what makes it whimsical, and the answer is that I will know it when I see it. So I will report back on the sundress, but I almost forgot that. So if you have recommendations on where I could find a whimsical sundress, a movie that would be a classic summer movie, or anything on the bucket list that I missed, please leave it in the comments below, because I always love to hear from you, and I think that will be fun. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.